Alright, tool fans, welcome to the shop. Now, I just got something in the mail today that I ordered over the weekend that I've been waiting for. And I ordered two different styles of this tool. And I'll explain it to you. So, basically on my router table, a lot of times I want to know, let me grab a board here. I want to cut a groove in the exact center of the board. And in order to do that with the router bit, you need to measure and you need to find the exact center of the bit and then do your measurements that way and figure it out. It's always been kind of a pain in the butt. These are 1/4 inch bit that's in the router now. You can split that, or if you had a 1/2 inch bit, you can split that difference. It'd be a 1/4 inch or an 1/8 inch from the center out, but I wanted something simple. And I figured somebody had to make something. So I started doing my research, and I found 3 different tools that'll do this. That'll measure from the center of the bit to the fence. And the first one that I received is this ROCKLER. It's the ROCKLER Router Bit Center Depth Gauge. Basically, it's got these 2 grooves in it here. One's for the 1/2 inch router bit. One's for the 1/4 inch router bit, and then this one here would be for the depth. If you want to do the depth of the bit, you can use this flat surface here. But basically how this thing works is you loosen this knob, okay, put it against your fence, the base plate against the fence, right? Pretty standard here, and then move this up to 1/4 inch bit. So I'll use the 1/4 inch groove, line that up against that. Right, and that tells me the distance between the center of the bit to the fence. And if I want to be at, let's say, 2 inches, and you just move it to 2 inches, right? Tighten this down, put it on the bit, and then move your fence to that position. Right like that. And then tighten it down. And that should be, again, from the center of the bit to the fence. So it's just a tool. It wasn't very expensive. I think shipping was a little crazy, but it's just something that I couldn't think of a good way to make it. It's a good idea, so I went out and bought it. Did the internet thing and ordered it from ROCKLER, and it was kind of convenient. So basically, that's it. One of the nice things about this is I was looking at this and I'm like, it's going to scratch the ruler every time you take this bolt and drive it into the ruler there. One of the things, it's got a little nylon, show it to you, it's got a little nylon nub on the bottom of it, so it won't scratch the ruler as you tighten it. That's kind of nice. Right, I wasn't expecting that, and then I started reading everything about this thing. So I'll read it to you. So again, it's the router bit center and a depth gauge. The gauge registers off of a bit shank to set fence a precise distance from center of the cutter. And the wide foot offers stability when using as a depth gauge to set the cutter height. So it's easily set the fence on your router table a precise distance from the center of your router bit. It's ideal for routing dados and grooves, or for achieving repeatable precision for operations involving bit changes. The depth gauge has notches for registering 1/2 inch shank and 1/4 inch shank bits. The broad foot rests against the router table fence, and the depth gauge with adjustable beveled indicator slides along the ruler to set the distance. It's a 12-inch long steel ruler, measures metric and standard or imperial measurements. It's got a hole on the end for hanging it. 12-inch long ruler, and it's got a nylon tipped knurled knob. It secures the gauge without any marring the ruler. And the bevel indicator here adjusts, so you can adjust that. Make sure you got it zeroed. And then the broad foot registers against the router table fence, right? Or you can use it as a depth gauge, right? You can set it on the router table and then bring that down on your bit and you'll know the depth. So that's convenient. And let's see, notches for registering happy. Yeah, we got that. Okay, so it's pretty basic, but it's something that I found necessary in setting up my router bits against the fence. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and if you got any questions, feel free to post them. I'll try and answer them. Talk to you later.